The Sports Ball Stuff podcast is brought to you by The Goddamn Sauce. Go to thegdsauce.com for details to order all the sauces to replace your ordinary condiments. Pulpery Media presents Sports Ball Stuff with your hosts, Brock and Ben. This is where we discuss the major sports stories that intrigue us and the little stories that enrage us. Well, the first half of the segment. And then...
So,
Me and you are not getting any love in the NHL.
So here's my biggest gripe. Like, the Preds are like up. You know, they're still in one of their cycles.
Yeah. I mean,
the Rangers,
right? Who should be perennial?
Were 2 games. They lost Game 6. 2 games away from the fucking Stanley Cup Finals last year.
Yeah.
Couple of breaks here or there. They got beat by the better team. These motherfuckers are the 6th worst team in the NHL this year.
You know,
help me understand.
Well, I think you all are an example of what the NHL is becoming. Is that your windows?
Don't stay open long.
No, and you know, teams that you used to think were young age quickly.
Facts, especially in hockey.
Yeah.
And every single ice skater on the Rangers has regressed.
Right.
Now,
yeah.
I don't know if that's like 3 years, you know, consistently playing deep into the summer, and age, they're just doing everything terrible.
Well, you remember, I mean, like, it took you all a few years or a couple of years under Gallant to get into the window.
Well, we had, after Lundqvist, we blew it up. And we got draft picks. We should be in the, not in the prime, but right there.
Yeah.
We should be in the conversation. We won the fucking President's Trophy last year.
No, and we know how that goes.
The fucking President's Trophy.
But I think it's just, you know, hockey was able to stay in that nice little pocket for a while where you can hang on, like, whether it's, you know, unrestricted, restricted,
right,
and salary cap, and like they were doing things that and
it goes up again in a couple of years. Like,
but I mean, hockey was what like baseball used to be. Like you could have like the same core on your team forever
and keep running it back.
Yeah.
Hockey doesn't work like that. The Rangers tried this year to be like, let's run it back.
Yeah, it's not that way anymore because, and I think too, it's just, and you know, now, like, they didn't do it last year. This year they're doing, like, you know, the Nations Cup and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So there's going to be, it's
the junior world is this year, actually right now.
But you have, much like soccer, much like what NBA has done, is that it's almost year round.
Yo, absolutely.
In many facets, and you're going, like, again, these guys it's a very demanding sport, as we know, and
which makes what Ovechkin's doing fucking mind-boggling.
Right. But you know, he's also at the age where he's like, I'm not playing on the national team, or like, Russia's not even part of the League Cup or the Nations Cup this year. Yeah, but you know, even the days where you get to see Bobby Orr be drafted and go all the way, or you know, a fucking
Pittsburgh had their run with Sidney Crosby, and they won several Stanley Cups.
Correct. Yeah.
Tampa did the same thing.
Thank you for bringing that up, by the way.
Yeah. Well, Tampa and they all fucked us. Whatever. Tampa did the same thing, and they got their cups. Chicago and LA, but there are just teams like the Rangers with Henrik Lundqvist that just are really, really good and just never win.
Yeah, can't get over the hump. Yeah.
Which makes what St. Louis did and the Capitals did in those couple of years just like everybody went, oh look, like really, you just get hot, let's go. One-offs. it's just frustrating to know that a team can go from the President's Trophy to literally the bottom quarter of the league.
I would probably say, I mean, like that mentality started. I would put that on the Kings when the Kings went from like getting the last wild card spot and doing their run, and then 2 years later doing the same. Yeah, it's a very like the hockey's very much the San Francisco Giants. Like it's these Chicago did the same thing in their last run. It was like
LA
every
did
2
the
years.
same thing too.
Yeah.
It's just like they, and you can say like they cannibalized each other maybe, but yeah, it's just the way it is. A lot of hockey championships are not a lot, but there is legit puck luck.
Yeah. Oh no, totally.
You make your own luck, but
what is that? I mean, you've seen the conditions of the ice, particularly when you get late in those third periods, and it's like bumping and wobbling around, and
right.
Like, it could go. I mean, it could go right into the shin.
Especially if you're like, New York or LA, like these places where Boston, where you're playing basketball playoffs on top of hockey playoffs. Yeah, good luck with that shit. Fuck, man. But it just sucks. Like I said, hockey is up and down and up and down, and you have your cycles. It's like like proper football. Soccer.
I get that. Yeah, and that
but the cliff, man.
Well, that's where that's where I'm in a better boat in that they didn't they didn't blow up the team, but we front office changed the coach, got a bunch of new draft picks.
It's a completely new organization.
Yeah, made a bunch of trades.
Yeah.
Now I don't think.
I think they brought in the veterans to stabilize shit while they're doing.
Yeah, I don't feel, and I'm gonna blank on the coach's name.
Oh, I don't remember his name.
Yeah, fuck, I had it and I lost it. But the Predators coach, I don't think, with the way that what Trotz is building up to, I don't think he's the right guy for it.
He's what they call a bridge coach.
Right, yeah. I would kill to get Gallant.
Oh, yeah, he would work out well.
Yeah, like with a bunch of young kids and a couple of veterans.
In the South, with a Canadian accent, where everybody's kind of a little...
And he's just such a sweet, nice guy.
Right, that's what I'm saying, in the South. No, he would go over well. People are bitching that Gallant got 86th a little too early.
Yeah.
Because he did 2 seasons before this thing, and you said it when we hired Laviolette, like he's got a 2 or 3...
He's got a shelf life, unfortunately.
And I think we're at it.
Yeah, but I think this time around, as we said last time we talked about it, it's not his fault.
Nope, absolutely not. I think Chris Drury, the GM, brought this on himself. The Rangers started on fire.
Yeah.
And then he put out a memo saying that, like, out loud, that 3 players were available on the trade market.
And it's also
you
like...
do that.
Well, again, hockey, much like baseball... And you got a couple or one less in hockey, but it's about like good GMs know when to move a piece.
Correct.
And also too, head coaches know, or head coaches know, or managers know when to sideline somebody and only bring them in sparing time.
Total ice time.
Yeah.
And when you're giving it to all the veterans, when you have kids chomping at the bit, and you're losing terribly.
Right, and those veterans are clearly not performing for whatever reason.
Don't be fucking scared. Yeah. Sit them. The Rangers got kids literally coming up, 2 or 3 guys that could be productive. If you're going to give up on this season, bring those kids up.
Right, yeah.
Sell the old guys.
And you never know what that's going to do.
No.
Like and again, particularly in a long season.
Yeah, well, I don't even know if we're at the halfway mark yet.
Well, and again, and the reason I'm not mentioning the NBA is that like hockey and baseball are not like the NBA where it's like, I've played a couple of games, I need to sit out.
No,
I need to rest.
Come March, it is like all hands on deck. Oh, I broke a rib, wrap it up.
Hockey is still that it, well, and baseball as well. Like everybody wants to be a Cal Ripken, like you want to. I know, but I mean, most people can't. But it's in that mindset of
hockey is still there.
Yeah,
they call him the boy. Come on, boys, let's do this. Let's do this.
You got to have your grinders in there.
You do. You got to have your Paul Goldschmidts on first base.
Correct. Nice transition.
And your Cody Bellingers.
Man, you know what? I wish Goldie all the best. I hope you all get an MVP. He still has a couple of more seasons.
He's not as old. Bellinger, I didn't realize, was in like his super early 30s.
Yeah.
Goldie's made it to 30 yet?
Like 34, 35.
Okay. All right. So we're good with both of them.
I mean, he's old, but he's played first base his whole life.
Right.
So
that's what we needed.
He's not a base stealer.
I can't believe I'm saying we needed a first baseman after 3 years ago.
I know.
We had 76 on the roster.
I mean, y'all got him for 1 year for what, like a couple of $1 million?
Yeah, exactly. Not like a little over league minimum.
No, I mean, which is like he's not prone to injury. He is I'm just saying, like he's a very stoic first baseman. Mm-hmm. He knows how to play it, so he doesn't go crazy at the position. So he's like,
let's see, Donnie Baseball or Tino Martinez.
Right, yeah.
Not Jason Giambi.
More like Donnie Baseball because he's solid at the plate. You like that dig at Tino?
Yeah. Sorry.
But it's, I mean, and Goldschmidt is this, I mean, even in his bad times, he's still like a 270 hitter.
He's still better than what we had.
Right, yeah.
Which was a revolving
door. Yeah. So you have somebody who is historically healthy and is a consistent. I mean, he will be. That's the question: is where do you put him in your lineup?
5.
Yeah, I would think so.
5.
Yeah.
You lose Soto, but you gain Bellinger.
Or you put him.
2.
Or you put him. Or you put Bellinger 5, and you put Goldie in front, like number 2 or number 3.
He could hit leadoff.
No, he doesn't have the speed. We've
got a leadoff. We've got Jazz. We've got Jazz.
Yeah.
We've got Jazz.
But he could be a number 2 to set that up because he's lost on power, but he still can put the ball wherever he wants.
Judge. And Stanton. And Austin Wells.
Yeah. So you do Judge 3rd, so he gets more at bats. Stanton 4.
Right.
Bellinger 5, who still has pop.
Yep.
And it's bad, but yeah, Goldie's gonna. He can still just rake.
And I think the stadium's going to work out well for him.
Oh, yeah.
I really do.
Yeah.
And then we got one of the best closers in the league.
Which one?
The dude from... I could never... Every time I'm like, I'm going to remember his name. And I can't remember his name.
That's why I asked.
Yeah, I know. Fuck you.
While you're looking it up, though.
And a couple of pitchers.
To apparently everybody in the world... the outgoing Cardinals president has said he will just hand Nolan Arenado to whoever wants. Apparently, they don't want anything in return. Again, it is bananas to me. Like they had it set up with Houston, but and Arenado turned it down.
He's a 3rd place, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I thought. But so they were trying to find Bregman's replacement. Got it.
But I will. I'll put it this: I think Arenado too is not trying. He doesn't want to lead the Cardinals in a lurch.
Yeah, no, I don't think so too.
So the Astros deal apparently was like they were just sending Arenado over, and the Astros are going to take over like a 3rd of his contract.
Nope.
And
go fuck yourself.
Arenado turned it down.
He got a full no trade.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Which. Here's what I hope. Arenado just says "fuck you" to the front office of St. Louis and denies everything.
Yeah. And
comes back and it's like, you got to play me. But he comes back and he's the veteran. The following segment has been brought to you by The Goddamn Sauce. Go to thegdsauce.com for details to order all the sauces to replace your ordinary condiments. The Sports Ball Podcast is a production of Pulpery Media, produced and edited by Ben Grimion, marketing by Brock Ryder, graphic design by Beck Ryder and Ben Grimion, Music by the Heisenberg Compensators.